We've lost quite a bit of our culture. We lost the language and some of our traditions. I mean,
the two pillars of us starting is identity and re-education. Once upon a time, as my friend Kate Doge said, there was a lake right where we're sitting somewhere around here.
Kalinago people were people who seafarers, agriculturers, and use of what we need of the land itself.
Dominica is the nature of the Caribbean.
The entire Caribbean was our own as we moved from the Orinoco Basin traveling up the island chain.
And so we have had the Kalinago people who sustainably use the lands for survival. Even 500 years after the colonial experience, we realized that the land has remained intact due to the fact that it had been protected by the first peoples of that country.
We live in a very natural area. The trees were here. Ancestors knew how to harvest, how to manage.
All of the natural assets that have been inherited over time.
In the island of Dominica, I think that we have remained and kept it pristine for quite some time.
Historical evidence suggests that the Kalinago people did live on most of the islands of the archipelago, what I love to call the Kalinago Island civilization.
when the other islands in the Caribbean were devastated and all the trees cut down to facilitate the growing of tobacco, sugarcane and the other crops, Dominica, the lands of Dominica was still intact.
Right now it is 120 years since the establishment of the Kalinago territory.
In 1903, this area was formally declared their portion.
When we think of nature, the Kalinago people always feel that everything that we need comes from the forest and everything that is around us. Especially in the medical field, we have looked at our herbal medicine that have kept us going for many, many years.
When you get a cough, a flu, or some diarrhea or so on, you can go out there and pick up some herbal medicines right within the community and treat it yourself.
We have medical plants here. In 1992, I had a research with the New York Cancer Institute where we had just about 69 most used herbs in the area from 120 plus.
And we have also always used it for the elders. The elders passed on that traditional knowledge for us.
One of the key things that the Kalinago people usually do, they do mixed cropping and also the use of the vetiver, which helps to conserve the soil, let's say soil erosion, and also you can use it for doing their craft material, also for mulching.
The Kalinago people, they grew crops that they were able to sell any crop of economic value. So you had cocoa, you had vanilla over the years.
Not only for economic reasons, but you're talking about food security. Because when you can just step out from your home and get something to prepare, that is part of our culture.
Based on moon phases, you will definitely see a lot of Kalinago people doing a lot of planting based on different tree crops that is planted in these areas.
You would have also people planting different fruit trees as windbreaks, and not only windbreak, but material that they can use for lumber. The trees are planted also for the birds, to maintain the biodiversity.
During the hurricane season, like right now, the hurricane season is coming up on us. In June, we will see a lot of Kalinago people planting fruits that produce the crop underground, which have the potatoes, the cassava, which is our indigenous crop itself. Just in case that a hurricane comes through and it destroys or passes along our space, it takes everything that is on the soil, but what is in the soil will still continue to grow.
We can see the advent of climate change. We're having so much hot sun now, and even landslides, preservation of our water resources, our water catchment. That is very important, and there are some trees that would contribute to conserving the water, like our bois or laurier.
As a result, you still have clean water, fresh water. So this is why this Dominica has 365 rivers, but the forest cover to ensure that you have water in abundance across the country.
In our fishing aspect as well, what we have done is that we have used a lot of traditional fishing pots, which is made from bamboo and other natural materials rather than the wire fishing pots. Sometimes when the wire fishing pots get lost, the amount of fish that stays in the spots and that dies, and it kills somewhat of the biodiversity in the marine life itself. Right now we have a lot of collaborations within the government system itself.
We have been able to have a significant input in how the countries continue to be governed, to ensure that the important heritage aspects of the Kalinago people continue to survive.
For one, we have a massive housing intervention that is going on within the Kalinago space, because Hurricane Maria destroyed 93% of our housing stock, and what we are doing right now is rebuilding in that manner. So we have the different agencies working for the government with the Kalinago Council in building homes for these individuals. We have 50 homes that is being done under the European Union project. We have 117 that is being done under the World Bank program itself. We have other programs like the Pre-Conco, who did 48 homes within this space. So all us have helped in bringing back the housing stock to where it once was.
Once upon a time, as my friend Kate Dogie said, there was a lake right where we're sitting somewhere around here, a waterlog, and now we're building a resilient hurricane shelter resource center here.
Within the Kalinago territory where I'm from, we do have a unique system of government where we have an elected tribal chief and 6 elected councillors. But on the national scene, we do have people of Kalinago heritage serving at the high levels. And I serve as a minister of the environment, not by chance, because I'm of Kalinago heritage and able to pull from the resources of the rich heritage of the Kalinago people.
I'm a trained agriculturist, and I work with the state as an extension officer, but also I have my farm.
Dominica has a vast array of natural features, ranging from boiling lakes to freshwater lakes to waterfalls, and all of these have been for a long time been part and parcel of what the Kalinago people use to survive within the region.
When it comes to tourism, the mere fact that you have a Kalinago population in Dominica serves as a major tourist attraction for the country. The areas where we're still strong is in the craft industry. Actually, we had a vibrant boat-making industry and subsistence fishing activities.
The Kalinago people are known for using the art and craft, and which is an economic activity where you use the lauma. It's a reed that is similar to the bamboo.
We've lost quite a bit of our culture. We lost the language and some of our traditions.
We have worked with the UNDP in creating a small booklet on the Kalinago language itself, and that is one thing that I feel that will be definitely helping bring back the Kalinago culture, the Kalinago tradition, because as they say, language is a big part of someone's identity. So what we have done is that we have worked on 2 booklets in the Kalinago space surrounding Kalinago language itself, a comic book and a coloring book, so that it will tell the stories of the different communities.
The 2 pillars of starting is identity and re-education.
There are cultural groups. For example, the Carina Cultural Group, Carifuna Cultural Group would engage in school activities, visit the schools, talk about the history.
The Kalinago people have contributed significantly to the region by a few things. The naming of a number of countries in the region. Most people are not aware that names like Jamaica is actually an indigenous name. Haiti is an indigenous name. Dominica, where I'm from, we're called Whitey Kuburi. And when we hear the conversation about the Creole culture, the Creole culture is one that hinges heavily on Kalinago heritage, because the Creole culture is a marriage of 18th century European, African and Kalinago concepts. So when we speak about all of the flora and fauna of a country in the Creole language, these are all Kalinago names.
At this time we need to plant back more trees. We need to go back into our sustainable style of living, and this will definitely help us in charting our way for the future.